Today we're going to be going through some insane dating stories that I found on my TikToky, and let's react to them together. This first lady is sharing her experience of dating a coach on TikTok.
I had a terrible experience dating a man with hundreds of thousands of followers on TikTok that calls himself a dating coach. Yes, this is the man I've been referencing in several of my videos. This was my worst dating experience, but my biggest lesson. And this is the first time I experienced love bombing. It was a very intense form of emotional love bombing for me. He moved things super quickly from day one. He was able to get me to trust him very quickly, which is my fault. Like, I was naive. I should not have trusted him. He was able to get me to a very emotionally vulnerable, intimate place with him very quickly, just for him to literally flip like a switch. Like, he played me. Because I never experienced love bombing or anything like this type of behavior, I did not pick up on any of the red flags until much later. I've never been so hurt by someone in such a short period of time of knowing them. Like, the entire relationship was like 5 weeks. Part of the reason I trusted him is because of his platform. I just assumed he was mature. He's also 9 years older than me. I assumed he was emotionally intelligent. I assumed at the bare minimum he wouldn't play games with me, because his whole platform is about dating with intention, clear communication, like not playing games with people. He proved me wrong though. Anyway, Nico the Daddy Academy has a new talk show coming out on YouTube, and I am a guest on the second episode, I believe it is. I told Nico this story in a lot more detail, so I'll post a link to it when it comes out. But yeah, this man should not have a dating platform with a female audience and so much access to women that trust him through his platform. Like, that's how he got me. Low-key kind of scared of this guy, because what are you doing? Women should know about him.
That's the scary thing. People can put on this insane facade online and make themselves seem a certain way, and then when you really get to know them, it's a different story. And I think we all sometimes have this perceived value, especially if people who we know online and we see, and we just automatically think, oh well, they're well known, they're trusted by heaps of other people, they must just, we assume they're a good person or they have a good nature about them. And then it's not until we get up close and personal that we see the true them, and it can be quite confronting when you realize that they're not who they say they are. This lady is sharing her worst date ever story, so let's react to this together.
I have never left a date that fast. You're not ready for the story. A couple of weeks ago, I'm sitting at a bus stop. This very handsome man comes up to me and says, "Hey, I like your style. Any chance I could grab your number and I can take you out on a date in the daytime?" I said, "That's really nice. I prefer to exchange social media information." He says, "I'm a really private person. I'd really prefer just to have your number." I said, "Okay, no worries." He texts me. We set up a coffee date. I felt sort of excited about it. I said, okay, I haven't been approached, for a date not on social media or not on an app or whatever in a long time. And I can't creep on this person. It's actually super refreshing. I was looking forward to it. Today's the day. I get there on time. I'm waiting. My phone rings and he says, "Hey, I'm just outside." I said, "Okay." So embarrassed. This is so weird. So I step outside. I recognize him. He's not alone. He is standing there with another girl. And he goes, "So are you down to hang?" Am I down to hang? If you know me, you know I'm a very polite person. Having trouble finding my words. I'm so uncomfortable. So he goes, "So what do you want to do?" And I say, "Well, I thought we were getting coffee." And he goes, "Oh, I don't really feel like coffee right now. I think I'm just gonna smoke a..." And at this point, I finally locate my testicles from wherever the hell they were hiding, and I politely excuse myself. I say, "You know what, frankly, I wasn't expecting another person to be here, so I think I'm just gonna go." I walked so fast, and I called my best friend, and I'm I don't even know how to explain what just happened. What exactly was this situation? What was the thought process behind this? I'm at a total loss. Has this happened to anybody else?
Comment below, let me know if that's happened to you. I don't fully understand what happened exactly. I think it's really sus that the individual didn't want to share like their social media or any information about them. It's almost like they were trying to hide something, like perhaps maybe their social media gave more of an idea of who they are and what they do. Because why are you turning up to a date or whatever with another woman? And like, do you want to hang? Like, no, I don't want to hang. Like, who is this chick? And I don't even know you well enough to like want to hang with both of you. Like, what is this? A playgroup?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Yeah, that's a really weird situation to be in. I wouldn't even know what to say. I'd be like taken aback. I'd be like, what's going on? Why are they here? Like, what? Let's move on to the next video.
He definitely had a black girl fetish. I went on a date yesterday with a man that was not my race. He was very much, okay, me and him, we're just talking, just chatting. I was like, you know what, let me just do something a little spontaneous for the plot. He's like, oh yeah, I want to take you out. Let's go grab some drinks and some tacos. It's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Okay, cool. The crazy part is that I really did not want to go. Like, I didn't want to go at all. I was just trying to do it for the plot. We're supposed to meet at 9:30 p.m. and prior to the day, the man was already blowing up my phone, just calling me. He called me, say, oh, I'm gonna be in my suit because I'm just coming out of work, meeting, something, so wear a cheeky dress, wear a cute little dress, something. I was like, okay, cool. I ended up wearing a cute little dress. Literally, I wore this dress, okay. As I'm on my way, he calls me again, and then he asks me, oh, what would you like to drink? And I'm in my head, I'm like, come on, love you, drink me, don't go and poison me. Like, no, I'm like, and then I told him, I'm like, no, I'll wait till I get there before I order my drink. Like, I'm literally like 3 minutes away. There's no rush. You know what I'm saying? I get there, boom, boom. He already was looking at me from outside the window. So he came outside to like open the door and do his little one-two, I guess. So I was just like, okay, cool. That did not impress me. That's normal. I'm sorry. That's the bare minimum. Get there, order my espresso martini. He's already done with his own espresso martini. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like you just got here. At first, he's a vibe. But then after like maybe like 10, maybe 20 minutes, he starts with the sexual talk. Oh my God. I just met you, bro. So I'm just like, okay, you're funny. I'm already getting uncomfortable, so I'm already looking at the time like, all right, cool, I'm about to figure out a little escape plan. He's reaching for my hand / my thighs, and I'm just like, I don't know if you're trying to be romantic because you already started talking of all this sexual nonsense. Because he was like, oh, I'm the type of person, I feel like, oh, I need to taste before I, get into a relationship. Hey! Like, no, sir. That ain't what we doing over here. I actually tell him, I'm like, okay, I don't think this is what we should be talking about on the first date. Especially because, like, I just met you for real. Every time he finishes talking about anything sexual, he will go like, you should come see my balcony after this. You should come see my balcony after this. And I'm like, only balcony? Which one? What is balcony? What is balcony doing for you? I was like, okay, like, what's your thing with balconies? He was like, oh, I just love balconies. Hell no. You want to push me? Or do you think any action is going to happen on that balcony? Which one is it? Because none of the above is going to happen in the name of Jesus. You are sick. He's coming closer and trying to kiss me. Oh my God, you guys. I just remember something. One moment, he tried to lock eyes with me and then he came close. I did not like that, y'all. And then he was like, I feel like women only restrict men from sex, men that they don't like from sex. And then he was asking me, oh, do you like me? Do you find me attractive? Some. And I'm just like, bro, chill, bro. And then, y'all, he was so conceited. As I just told you guys that he would ask me, oh, do you think I'm attractive? He would answer it by himself. He'd be like, I know you think I'm attractive. I'm like, if only you knew how hard I was cringing at you right now. You would literally go home and never go on a date ever again. At this point, I started telling him, oh yeah, like, let's get the waiter, let's go, let's leave. I don't even think it was up to like 45 minutes. So next to us, there was a rooftop bar or whatever. So he wanted to go to the rooftop bar and keep drinking. Oh, Emiko. I did it though. But you know, with my homegirls, I get lit. But I don't know you, so I'm not getting that lit with you, you know? So we end up going to the rooftop because I wanted to see the rooftop anyway. And then this guy tries to kiss me again. You guys, I don't know what we were talking about. I don't know what warranted this, but he started saying the N-word. This is when I lost it. And then I'm like, don't say that to me. Are you crazy? Are you sick? Like, don't say that to me. What if I knock you out right now? We were literally on a rooftop. If I push you over this rooftop now, cause of that, you said the N-word. So yes, that was my last straw. I was like, okay, yeah, like I want to go, I want to leave. So on our way downstairs, he's still trying to convince me to go, you know, to his house and see his balcony or whatever. So I'm like, no, I'm not trying to go see your balcony, whatever. So he gets irritated, he gets angry, and then he walks off, or like we both part ways and walk off. I'm like, no, I'm walking to my car. He's not saying anything. We don't say bye, we don't say nothing, we just part ways, and I go home and he goes home, and that's it. That was literally the end of the date, you guys. He didn't even last 24 hours. I personally don't think I would be trying that again. Like, I couldn't even stand his sight. I don't know, maybe it was because it was corny and very, very egotistic. I don't know, maybe that will, I don't know. And then he was making like several racist comments. He was like, I thank God you're not ghetto, like, you know. I'm like, what do you mean? I've only encountered racism in my comment section, but seeing it in real life is crazy. Right in front of my koro eyes like this. Hey, I barely knew this man for like 24 hours. Oh my God. And I even forgot to mention, this man gonna smack my nyash. He gonna try to smack my nyash. I think that was the moment where I decided, okay, now it's time to freaking leave because this man is crazy. I don't know you. Anyway, that's the end of this story time. I will see you guys in my next video.
Are you serious?
And I don't like any of you.
He be doing too much. Needs to chill out. This woman, here she was thinking, okay, I'll do something different and enjoy myself. Let's her hair down. And then, like, what are you doing? Talking about, like, sexual references on the first date. Like, have a bit more respect. Get to know a person. Do you like their personality? Do you get along? Do you know what I mean? There's so much more to someone than just that. And straight off the bat, that's definitely a red flag for me. And then making the racist remarks, like, what are you doing? Why are you like that? When they have big egos, that is the biggest turn off in the whole wide world. So that is everything from me today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment below, have you been in a situation where you were uncomfortable and someone said something that you were like, oh my goodness, and you just had to leave? Like, let me know. If you want to join the fam, don't forget to subscribe so you know when your girl is posting, and turn that notification bell on so you know when your girl is posting. I will see you next time. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.